Trading should be boring. Stay tuned, traders. We'll talk about that next. Good day, traders. Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Beautiful day down at the park. A few birds around. Hopefully they don't do anything on me while they fly over top. But that could be conceived as a sign of good luck. So today we're talking about trading should be boring. A couple months ago, Peter Brandt sent out one of his factor newsletter updates, and he talked about his approach to the markets and how he trades and some of the main reasons why he trades the way that he does. And one of the things that he touched on, he's a breakout trader, he's a classical chartist, but he talked about taking positions on the trades that met his criteria on breakouts of patterns, symmetrical patterns, and he places his order, he predefines his risk, he can identify an asymmetrical risk reward opportunity. But he also talked about looking at that particular style of trading is that he knows he's going to have a lot of losses because a lot of breakouts, most breakouts in fact, fail. But he's able to keep his losses consistent, and he knows that when he's in a breakout market, those markets that are really strong breakouts will take off and they won't look back, and they will usually make a strong run to complete a measured move, or an attempt at making a measured move, or some sort of target gets hit, but it's usually effortless. And he gets himself into the headspace of just being a glorified order enterer. Now, I think there's a lot of misconception because of the internet portrays all these overnight millionaires and great cars and everything else. But in terms of just focusing on consistent trading and developing your skills and being able to take a position in the market, predefine your risk, managing your capital, protecting your capital, but also having an asymmetrical risk reward in terms of your trading setup so that you can take a lot of small losses like the turtles. And then you can, when you participate in these markets that take off and go strongly, it significantly wipes out your losses, but also adds profit to your trading account. But that takes very little effort. It's low stress. Trading shouldn't be stressful. If you're stressed about taking positions in the market, either you're taking on too much risk for your account size or for the amount of money that you can afford to lose, or you probably are trading without a trading plan and you're in hope mode. And usually those trades, even if you get one or two that end well, usually overall it doesn't end well for you as a trader. So great trading, you should be getting yourself into the mindset of not thinking about trying to come to the market every day or each week and hoping that you can make some money and you hope that you get a big move. There's always going to be big moves in the market every single week on every time frame. There always is. And so when you come to the markets, you should be just purely focusing on your particular edge, your setup, and being able to flawlessly execute that, taking a position in the market and not being emotionally charged. Now, obviously, whenever there's money involved, there is going to be some degree of emotion around the markets. But you cannot control what the market is going to do. And this is where Peter, when he said that, he understands that when these markets take off and they explode, they just go. And so if he gets stopped out, he doesn't care. He doesn't move his stop. He doesn't take his stop out of the market. He doesn't average into a losing position. He doesn't do any of that, because if the trade doesn't work out, he wants to be stopped out right away and have the smallest loss possible. But if that move takes off and goes, he's in that market. And any market that's a huge trending market, at some point, unless you're chasing trades, if you don't have some sort of breakout trading strategy or way to enter into a strong market, often those markets don't give pullbacks or opportunities for people to jump in. It's that style of trading that just, again, being able to take a position in the market and predefine your risk. And that's key, because if you can keep your losses consistent and keep your losses small, then obviously over time, if you can participate in trending markets or participating with an edge and your edge is giving greater than 1R, you can't control what the market's going to give you, but you can definitely control how much you're going to lose. So, good trading should be boring. It should be effortless. It should be just focusing on purely the execution of each step in managing, in terms of the entries, the exits, the stop placement, the capital position sizing, trade management, all those steps that complete your trading plan. and it should be boring, because if you are excited or depressed or exhilarated, you're stepping away from what your primary job as a trader is, and that's to execute your trading system and to manage and protect your trading capital. So hopefully you got some value from today's video, traders. Beautiful sunny afternoon in Perth. Good trading should be boring and effortless. So stay focused on constant progress. If you haven't done so, go to my homepage, get my 7-step daily routine for high performance traders. Focus on getting better at least one thing a day or one thing a week. Master that. Keep getting better. Keep your mindset orientated on being a trader and not about making money or winning or being right or anything else. And stay disciplined, stay focused, and may the markets go with you. Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.